Pangolins are small, adorable dinosaurs that are actually mammals known as scaly anteaters. Their main features are their incredibly powerful tongues and their supposedly magical scales, sold on black markets to use in curing everything from cancer to nosebleeds. There are 8 different pangolin species that can be found across Asia and Africa. Pangolins are found in a variety of habitats, including tropical and flooded areas, thick brush, cleared and cultivated areas, and savanna grassland. In general, they occur where large amounts of food are found. All pangolins belong to the genus Monis in the family Monidae, which is the only other family within the order Phyllodota. Pangolins are mammals, completely covered in scales. Although pangolins share similar characteristics with xenarthrans, they are in fact more closely related to the order Carnivora. Some species are even bipedal. Pangolins eat ants, termites, and larvae. An adult pangolin is an incredible predator, able to eat up to 70 million termites a year, which is nearly 200,000 a day. Because they have no teeth, pangolins pick up food with their sticky tongues, which can sometimes reach lengths greater than the animal's body. There are a few types of pangolins, ranging from almost 6 feet to the smallest being 1.5 feet. Pangolins have very poor vision, so they locate termite and ant nests with their strong sense of smell. A pangolin's tongue is attached near its pelvis and last pair of ribs, and when fully extended is longer than the animal's head and body. At rest, a pangolin's tongue retracts into a sheath in its chest cavity, usually containing small stones. The cavity then mashes and grinds prey in much the same way as a bird's gizzard. Pangolins are solitary and meet only to mate. Pangolins reproduce sexually and are placentals. While the mating season is not defined, they typically mate once each year, usually during the summer or autumn. African pangolin females usually give birth to a single offspring at a time, but the Asiatic species may give birth from 1 to 3. During the vulnerable stage, the mother stays with her offspring in the burrow, nursing it and wraps her body around it if she senses danger. The young cling to the mother's tail as she moves about, although in burrowing species, they remain in the burrow for the first 2 to 4 weeks of life. At 1 month, they first leave the burrow riding on their mother's back. Pangolins are the only mammal wholly covered in scales, and they use those scales to protect themselves from predators in the wild. These scales are made from keratin, the same protein that forms human hair and fingernails. Overlapping like artichoke leaves, the scales grow throughout the life of a pangolin, just like a hair. Scale edges are constantly filed down as pangolins dig burrows and tunnel through the soil in search of termites and ants. If under threat, a pangolin will immediately curl into a tight ball and will use their sharp, scaled tails to defend themselves. This shell can easily block lions or other predators, and with luck, can even bounce bullets. Sadly, pangolins are in high demand in countries like China and Vietnam. Their meat is considered a delicacy, and pangolin scales are used for traditional medicines and folk remedies. All 8 pangolin species are protected under national and international laws, but there is still growing international illegal trade in pangolins. Pangolins are trafficked by the thousands for their scales, meat, and for their blood, which is seen as a healing tonic. Pangolin scales are sold by poachers for an average of $120 per pound. All 8 of these kinds of wonderful creatures are very close to extinction from habitat loss, but especially because of poaching and selling. In conclusion, pangolins are a bipedal, scaly anteater with one of the toughest shells in nature. Pangolins spend their days wandering about searching for food to satiate their voracious hunger. Using their dexterous tongues, they eat termites and other insects by the thousands. However, sadly, these amazing creatures will soon disappear from the earth. The only way to stop it is if the alarming rate of poaching decreases.